So this week has been a bit, I don't know, like today is Friday, and throughout the week I've just been thinking about what kind of stuff to, like, what kind of things to talk about for this week, and I just couldn't really think of anything just because I guess this week for me has been a bit uneventful. Like I've not really been out to anywhere. Haven't really been doing much apart from just writing my book, really. Um, and I suppose the reason I haven't really been out to anywhere is, I mean, for one thing, I've just not really had the been in the right mood or the motivation to go out, but also just because this week there's been a lot of strikes. I mean, there's a lot of strikes around the world concerning many things, but here in the UK, there's been a lot of strikes due to things like inflation and then workers not getting enough pay. So last week the trains were on strike, and now this week the bus is on strike. So it's just really limited my options on where I can go if I wanted to go out. But I've just been watching a lot of the news this past few days and just seeing the impacts of the strikes on other people. Like schools are heavily affected, like students can't get to schools on time, or some are even having to just not attend. A lot of people can't get to work, and just seeing a lot of problems and negativity on the news all the time this past few weeks. Yeah, it's just definitely had an effect on my mood. And then even seeing some news regarding on various wars around the world, like Ukraine or Taz and stuff. So seeing all that stuff just kind of makes me sad, really, and just see how many problems there are in this world, and just seeing how it affects people and the pain that they share on TV as well. It just brings my mood down. And I know, like, the easiest thing to do would be just to not watch the news, but still, in a way it still affects me, I guess. And I don't really like feeling completely oblivious to what's going on in the world, but I guess that's just, I don't know, that's just the reality that's going on in the world, I guess. And I've also just been just today, just now, just been hit with some really sad news as well. So about a month ago, I mentioned that someone within my family has fallen ill, and then so he fallen ill again and then was hospitalized, and then the last I heard was that they brought his fever down and he's in a somewhat stable condition. But I've just been hit with the news that apparently the doctor said that there's nothing they can do for him. So that pretty much just means he's waiting until his time comes. And, that news has just brought even more negativity my way and has brought my mood down even more. And this is it's just like, yes, I am sad, very sad actually, and I do actually want to go and see my family member, but because he's hospitalized, he's kind of in this they're basically not allowing visitors from outside, so even if I wanted to go see him, I can't. And I mean, me and my mum want to go see him, but we just can't until the hospital either discharges him or they transport him to another sort of medical facility that allows visitors. But like I said, he's just waiting until his time comes, so I'm just worried that while we're waiting for him to either be discharged or transported, it might be too late. But yeah, it's like about nearly 10 years now I lost my grandfather, and then about 4 or 5 years ago I lost my grandma, and now I'm sadly gonna lose another family member who's only in his 60s. So it's like, yes, I am sad, but another part of me hates myself because I just can't seem to show any emotion. Like I've mentioned a lot of times that having mental health can give a person difficulty to share emotion, and especially with the medication I'm taking, it's even harder for me to show emotion. So even just hearing this news about my family member is like, part of me wants to cry, but I just can't. So it just makes me frustrated in myself. But I don't know, just like I've said many times on this channel, and I do mean it, and that is to never take anything for granted. Like you never know what will happen in the course of your life. Like you never know what might happen to you, whether you'll live to an old age or you'll suddenly something would happen, and then you'll just, you know, life changes for you, or life may be over. But I'm always telling myself not to take anything for granted. But it's just that with me and my motivation, like it makes it hard to want to do the things that I want to do. Just makes it even harder. But yeah, like I've said many times, don't take anything for granted. And yeah, just gotta live life to the fullest, I guess. But yeah, this week has just been a bit, like I said, a bit uneventful for me. But I guess emotionally, it's been quite negative and quite just, yeah, been quite negative and quite low as well emotionally. But especially with this news, so it's just, yeah, I just need to find out as soon as possible when I can go see him, and then yeah, go and see him. But yeah, I guess that's all I can think about talking about now. So I don't know what else I'm gonna talk about in this week's video, but I guess for now this is just it. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.